Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next 3 MB hits the airwaves, or a piece of late-breaking information the viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit-chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the April 6, 2026 episode of Second Cup. Great to be with you. A very belated Happy Easter to everyone out there. I hope you had a great holiday, and also wishing all of our Jewish friends and listeners a very blessed Passover. I believe Passover ends on Wednesday of this week. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's correct. So a very blessed Passover to all of our Jewish friends and listeners out there. And again, a belated Happy Easter to everyone. I hope you had a great holiday weekend. Boy, oh boy, did we have a nice Easter. Well, it was really nice to be with family. I spent Easter with my brother Tom and his wife Lori and their daughters and my niece Kelly's boyfriend Anthony. And we had a wonderful Easter brunch at the lodge at Geneva on the Lake. What a wonderful, wonderful hotel and restaurant right there on Lake Erie in Northeast Ohio. Boy, is that a great place. The food was wonderful, outstanding. The atmosphere and the ambiance was just great. Off in the distance through the large windows, you can see Lake Erie, a really wonderful sandy beach there. Now, it was cold. I mean, we had cold weather. Probably about 40 degrees. It was gray and overcast. We didn't get that wonderful bright spring day with warm temperatures and blue skies. But nonetheless, it was still a wonderful, wonderful Easter. And I went to the gift shop and I came away with this terrific Lake Erie coffee mug from the lodge at Geneva on the Lake's gift shop. That's where we had Easter brunch, the lodge at Geneva on the Lake. And man, oh man, this is a terrific coffee mug. Hang on one minute. Let me get a sip. Oh yeah, that's really good. Once more, we're using the Kirkland Summit Roast Keurig cups. You can hear that that cup right there that hasn't been used yet. Boy, is that really a delightful cup of coffee. Really terrific. A nice bold flavor, but not overly so. And it looks great in this Lake Erie coffee mug. It's the entire map of Lake Erie. We'll show it on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. Boy, oh boy, what a terrific coffee mug. I just had to buy it. I went into the gift shop because I was waiting for family to arrive. I was there a little early, and so I had a little time to kill. So I walked around the whole hotel complex here and there, and I went into the gift shop, and I saw this coffee mug. Oh man, had to have it. Really terrific. We'll show it to you on an upcoming Monday morning mailbag, probably a week from today. That's the game plan. But really a terrific coffee mug. And Geneva on the Lake is a really terrific destination if you're looking for a nice weekend getaway, a nice relaxing touristy kind of location. Really is terrific. Now, there is a website here called Tourist Checklist, and they have here 25 best and fun things to do in Geneva on the Lake. And as they write here, Geneva on the Lake is a beautiful spot known for its stunning views and fun activities. Nestled by the shores of Lake Erie, this charming town attracts visitors all year round. Whether you love nature, delicious food, or seeking adventure, there's something special for everyone to enjoy here. Yeah, so they have 25 suggestions of what you can do when you're visiting Geneva on the Lake. You can stroll along the Geneva State Park beach for scenic views. Yeah, boy, they have some wonderful beaches there. Great views of Lake Erie. Let's see. Visit the Geneva on the Lake Historical Society Museum to learn about local history. That would be a fun thing to do. Explore the beautiful trails at Geneva State Park. Yeah, this is a state of Ohio park that's located up there. Really, really wonderful and picturesque. Now, they're also known for their wineries that are up there on the north coast of Ohio, as we like to call it. Enjoy wine tasting at the local wineries on the Geneva Wine Trail. How about that? So if you're a wine connoisseur, this is the place to be in Ohio. And they also have zip lining and a little bit of an amusement park there. You can also go fishing off the pier at Geneva on the Lake. You can rent a kayak or a paddle board for a fun day on Lake Erie. You can go picnicking in Geneva Township Park. You can play a game of golf at the Geneva on the Lake golf course. Here's one right here. Enjoy dinner at the Old Firehouse Winery with lake views. This is wonderful. The Old Firehouse Winery is a must-visit dining spot for delicious food and stunning lake views. Located right on Lake Erie, it offers a unique ambiance perfect for a relaxing meal. It's well known for its excellent selection of wines and hearty dishes. As the sun sets, the beautiful colors reflected on the lake create an unforgettable atmosphere. Yeah, of course, this list goes on, but it really is a terrific destination. And if you're looking for a nice place to stay, the lodge at Geneva on the Lake is very, very nice. The restaurant is terrific. The food was excellent. And it looks like they have a lot of nice rooms there. I've never stayed there myself, but it looks like a really, really nice destination hotel where you can enjoy everything at Geneva on the Lake. So it was a really, really wonderful Easter day and afternoon at the lodge at Geneva on the Lake. Just a really, really fun time. A great Easter outing, despite the rather gray, overcast weather. So this location and the restaurant and the meal and being with family absolutely made up for the lack of warmer temperatures and bluer skies. But it was a really, really nice day. So I hope you also had a wonderful weekend and a very happy and blessed Easter. Great to be with you this morning. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get one more sip out of this wonderful Lake Erie coffee mug. Hang on. Yeah, that is terrific. Great to be with you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Well, let's pay a few bills and we'll get the show underway in just a moment. Well, here's kind of a neat coincidence. Phoenix Shaving has just released Amalfi 3K, and as they write, our homage to an epic Italian classic, homage to Acqua di Parma Colonia, which is inspired by the Amalfi Coast. And here we were talking about the North Coast here in Ohio, meaning Northeast Ohio is the North Coast on Lake Erie. The North Coast meets the Amalfi Coast. How about that? And as they write here, could there be a more perfect spring-summer scent, I ask? Here's the scent profile. Top notes are Sicilian citrus fruits. Heart notes are English lavender, rosemary, verbena, and Bulgarian rose. The base notes are vetiver, sandalwood, and patchouli. An elegant, timeless scent filled with a fresh, luminous blend of natural ingredients like Bulgarian rose, Sicilian citrus fruits, lavender, and verbena. The Amalfi Coast is a 50-kilometer stretch of coastline along the southern edge of Italy's Sorrentine Peninsula in the Campania region. It's a popular holiday destination with sheer cliffs and a rugged shoreline dotted with small beaches and pastel-colored fishing villages. The coastal road between the port city of Salerno and cliff-top Sorrento winds past grand villas, terraced vineyards, and cliffside lemon groves. Now, imagine hovering over this magical place on the back of Cube. Now, here's what Douglas has to say about the scent. Pure Italian Essence, an exquisite blend of Sicilian citrus fruits and flower essences from crisp English lavender, rosemary, verbena, and Bulgarian rose to the warm notes of vetiver, sandalwood, and patchouli. Acqua di Parma Colonia, the first authentically Italian cologne, made its debut in 1916 and was soon an international success. With skillfully blended natural essences, Colonia is a fragrance that continues to seduce both men and women, untouched by time and fashion. In addition to the classic fragrance, a complete range of bath and body products delicately perfumed with Colonia is also available. If you already own this unforgettable fragrance, you know. If you don't, you need to. Thank me later, Shave Cadet. And that is what we have from Phoenix Shaving this week. Check it out. It's called Amalfi 3K, their homage to Acqua di Parma Colonial. It's available now at Phoenix Shaving. Give it a look. All right, I'm going to mention this deal from Rockwell. I'm not sure if it's still available, but this came through email on Easter Sunday. They have a special, an Easter exclusive, a 6S Gold at 20% off. They only had 50 left at the time of the email. And it's only $199. That's a special price. Solid stainless steel. The finish is 24 karat gold. Of course, you get 6 adjustable levels through those base plates. 100% satisfaction guarantee. Special price, $199. So get up to Rockwell Razors and see if that gold is still available at that price here on Easter Monday, $199. I can't guarantee it, but I want to pass it along because it tells me that if they had 50 left, that if those aren't sold, they might extend it. Maybe, my hunch is maybe, I can't guarantee this, maybe they'll extend that deal into Easter Monday. So if you're looking for a Rockwell 6S, this 24 karat gold version is only $199 up at Rockwell Razor. Give it a look. No guarantees, folks. I'm just passing along, and fingers crossed, I'm hoping they're still available on broadcast day here, Easter Monday, April 6, 2026. Let me know if they're still available. If you got one, let me know. Drop me a line. The Rockwell 6S in 24 karat gold. Stainless steel in 24 karat gold for $199. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it's still available on Easter Monday. Will at Barrister and Mann sent along this email update titled A Better Way to Welcome Spring. And here they say, spring favorites, the great thaw. Spring favorites, the great thaw. That's very catchy. Spring is finally beginning to push winter out the door. Heavy coats retreat to the back of the closet. Boots give way to lighter shoes. And for many fragrance people, this is also when the scent wardrobe changes. The darker woods and resins of winter make room for something brighter, lighter on its feet. But this is also when the noise of mainstream spring fragrance marketing pops up everywhere with aggressive citrus, hypergreen notes, and loud florals. They burst out, punch you in the nose for 10 minutes, and then either vanish without leaving much behind or stay loud for hours. That's not really how we approach the new season. Spring itself unfolds from cool mornings to warmer afternoons, day by day, with the smell of damp soil and new growth working their way back into the air. So, if the change of season has you thinking about refreshing your shaving routine, there are a few Barrister and Mann scents you might especially enjoy this time of year. Seville, spring at God's Barbershop. First, we have Seville, our take on the classic eau de cologne tradition that has perfumed European barbershops for centuries. Lemon and bergamot lead the way, supported by rosemary and lavender, before patchouli and oak moss settle quietly underneath. Fresh, certainly, but also balanced. It's the sort of scent that feels bright without ever becoming sharp, with a distinctive character that led customers to affectionately nickname it God's Barbershop. They also have Waves, a clean turn toward the coast. Our second suggestion goes in a different direction. With Waves, we resurrected a well-known aquatic style that many people thought they would never enjoy again. It begins with sea notes shaped by lavender, bergamot, and geranium, and the result is clean, modern, and just slightly damp and musky, like air coming in off the water. Waves is the kind of scent that plays well with whatever you decide to wear afterward, or simply stand on its own when you want something fresh and uncomplicated. Next up here is Cheshire. Take a deep breath of fresh tea. How about that? And last but not least, here's Cheshire, one of my personal favorites. We composed it around the scent of Earl Grey tea. Bergamot, American clary sage, a touch of lavender, and a quiet bit of patchouli combine to create something surprisingly true to life. Bright at first, gently herbal, and softly sweet as it settles. You still get the refreshing lift of citrus, but also that calm moment when the steam from a cup of tea meets the morning air. A spring shave upgrade is not a requirement, of course, but warmer days do tend to invite a refresh. That shift doesn't have to mean something louder. It can just as easily mean choosing fragrances that are thoughtfully composed, that actually develop as the day goes on, even in warmer weather. A scent that unfolds as you shave and then settles comfortably with you. That, I think, is a really nice way to welcome spring. So there you go. 3 great suggestions for spring from Barrister and Mann, Seville, Waves, and Cheshire. Give them a look. Well, I guess because of the holidays, we have a little bit of a shorter version of Second Cup this morning, but it was great being with you. Before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend a couple of movies for you. And of course, both of these revolve around the Easter holiday and also Passover. Film number 1 is Ben-Hur, starring Charlton Heston. What a great movie. Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ. This is the movie that just I was in such awe of when I was a little boy when I first saw it. It was just an amazing, amazing film. And that chariot race towards the end is still spectacular and still holds up, I argue, to any other movie out there with any other kind of chase or action sequence. This is really amazing, top-notch filmmaking. And how the heck did they do that back in 1958, 1959, whenever this movie was made? Really, really spectacular. But really, just a really, really good movie. And it's a tale of the Christ through the eyes of Judah Ben-Hur. Really a magnificent movie for this Easter season. So if you missed it, as we rolled up towards Easter, give it a look this week. It really is a tremendous, tremendous movie. And again, it holds up so very, very well. And see it on as large a screen as you possibly can. Film number 2, because we're in the season of Passover, is The 10 Commandments from 1956, also starring Charlton Heston and directed by Cecil B. DeMille. Another movie that had a great impact on me as a little boy when I first saw it. It really is amazing. And that scene, parting of the Red Sea, still holds up to this day, even though it was made, 70 years ago without any digital tools? Really, really amazing, amazing filmmaking. Again, another film you have to see on as big a screen as possible. Really, really enjoyable, and man, it's just an awe-inspiring movie. It really, really is, and it just brings this biblical tale, this biblical truth to life on the screen, and does so very, very well. So check both of these films out. Ben-Hur, starring Charlton Heston, and The 10 Commandments, starring Charlton Heston. Really, really just terrific, terrific films, and great for the entire family as well. That's the other bonus point here. So give them a look and enjoy. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or a friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that second cup.